Hey guys, welcome to our in the next video on our process of becoming Python masters. In this specific video, we'll be talking about while loop in Python. While loop is one of the way we can control the flow of our program. It's basically a way to repeat a code until some condition is false, or you can think of while loop because programmers or developers all the time, they will be doing things in the program so many times, repeating the same thing so many times. And one of the tools they use in Python, by example, is while loop. That's basically what we'll be talking in this video. uh, the structure, or I would say the syntax of while loop in Python is very, very simple. It's something like this: while true, something here is true, while everything is here is true, it will go ahead and do what is inside here. Do this. It will be doing what's inside here. This is the body of the while loop. Oh, I reverse things. Okay, this do. That's interesting. Okay, do this. If this is true, please do this. That's basically what while loops are all about. They are basically repeating the same thing until some conditions are false, turns to false. If this just became false, this will not be executed. Let me show you a simple example of that. Let's declare just a variable here and give it some number. Let's give it 7, and we want to do something. We want to do something until our loop reach a certain condition which can turn to be false. Let's say while our variable num is more than 0. Every time our our variable num is more than 0, we want to do something inside the while loop body. What do we want to do here? We want to get our num and reduce it by 1. And when we are reducing, what is going on here? Let me explain one more time. Maybe you didn't get it. While this is true, please do this. If num is more than 0, please go ahead and reduce num by 1 all the time. I think you do remember this syntax assignment operators in Python. It's basically num equal to num minus 1. Let's go ahead and print this just so we can see what is going on in the console. I will just go and say print num. And we can try to run this and see what is going on in this while loop. So I will explain more clearly. I run this. Let me make this bigger so we can see what's going on. Yeah, guys, this is what's going on here. The while loop ran the first time. In the first iteration, it's iterating the number 7. The first time it's iterating the number 7 is more than 0. 7 minus 1, it returns 6. That's the 6 we have here. Now that 6, it's again given to the while loop. 6 is more than 0. We reduce 6 by 1 and we print 5, the response of this computation. We print it, that's the 5 we have here, and so on. That's basically how the while loop works in Python. You can play around with this if you are not really getting what's going on here. I also remember the first time I get acquainted with this on the beginning of my journey. It was not quite simple to get at the first time. So with this, you can try to make just assignment, an exercise for yourself. You can try to loop this. You see, I'm looping in reverse mode. I mean from I'm from 7 to 0. From 7 to 0. You can try to do this on your own from 0 to 7. Do that and you can pause the video, do that, and then come back. We'll go on with the video. Okay, guys, I hope you did that. You get exactly the same as you expected. I will try to do it here so we compare your response with mine. Let's say we can give it 1 or 0. It depends on how you did it, and we want to check while num is less than, we can put here 7. Please go ahead and increase num by 1 and print the result. We can go ahead and run this. Here it is. We have 2 down. I think you had from 0 the same. Just the logic. If you implemented the logic in the right way, that's okay. It should be go. Okay, let's proceed. Some ways programmers use while loop in, I would say, in production or in development mode. But before going to that, I would like to show you a simple game. I like to show you a simple game. Let's say we have a variable. Let's again create the variable here. Many times. Okay, times. Let me put that times equal to. Let me set it to 0. I set times to 0, and I can say guess also is equal to 0. And I will loop until guess reach a certain level false. Let me just write you. I will explain now what's going on here. While guess is not equal to, let's go 6. While guess is not equal to 6, I want this program to reset the guess to just have to, let me say, an integer which is receiving the input. I think you do remember this, which is receiving the input from the user asking, can you okay, can you guess my number from 5 to 15? Okay, let's do that. Can you guess my number from 5 to 16? I will go down and say, this is basically I'm asking the user to guess my number. It's a guessing game. Okay, let's call it that way. Can you give me a number? Can you guess my secret number? Okay, let's call it that way. Can you guess my secret number? I will go ahead and increment now the times variable. I will increment the times variable. Now please increment my time variable by 1. Okay, this is basically our program, guys. We can go ahead now just to check what is going on as we've done in the previous video. We can print here. I will do something, maybe something we have not seen so far. The F string. I will explain to what's going on here. Just bear with me here. Let's say you guessed you guessed times for succeeding, for you to succeed. Okay, let me do this way, and here I will put our variable times. Let's try to run this and see what's going on. I have a question here. Can you guess my number from 5 to 15? What's going on here? We want our user to guess my secret number. In this case, my secret number is 6. I want my user to guess this number. This is basically a game. I can go ahead and let's say 9. 9 is not my secret number. This is kind of while loop. It will be executing this until this one become false. If this one is not false, this one will be executing all the time. Let me give the guess number. Set the guess number now equal to let's say 12. 12. It will be asking. It will be going on asking me my guess number. If I don't get the right one, it will go on asking me. But if I enter the right one, let's go 6, it will go ahead and print you guess 3 times for you to succeed. That's basically what the counter here is doing. It's counting how many times I've guessed it to reach the success, to get the secret number. I can put here my secret number. Let it be 15. Okay, let it be 15. I can go ahead and write that. If I enter something else, if I enter something else, let me enter 7, not true. It will be asking. I enter 10, not. But if I enter 15, let's go ahead and say, yeah, you succeed 3 times. So that's how the while loops works. The while loop work in Python. I can give you some other examples on. We can have this while loop nested. We can have this while loop used with arrays, which we have not yet seen. I hope we'll see that very soon. Yeah, that's basically how the while loop works in Python, guys. I think you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, please like button, subscribe. It will make my life better. Thank you.